Hello, my name's Alyssa Cornier, and this is my A&R research presentation about Caroline Elleray, head of A&R at Universal Music Publishing. Caroline came from more of a musical background rather than business. She was always surrounded by music, her parents knew how to play piano, and her great-uncle had a great sound system that she got to enjoy during visits. That exposed her to classical music at a young age, but she didn't really care for it. It was a totally different story, though, when it came to the first time that she heard pop music on the radio, and that's where her love for music really started. Caroline decided to work in this field after she graduated with a finance and English literature degree in Amsterdam. She went out every night to see bands while she was in school because she loved being able to see live music. She got her start in the music industry when she was hired to work at Strawberry Recording Studios in Stockport when she was 20 years old. She began as an assistant, but not long after, she was asked by the studio owner if she wanted to be the studio manager, even though she had no experience. She worked at the studio during Manchester's music heyday, where she got to meet lots of recording artists at the time, like The Smiths, Happy Mondays, and New Order. Caroline, like many A&Rs, genuinely believed in the artists she liked that she was introduced to or has come across. She was very persistent and supported these artists, which led to her being able to convince people to listen and got them signed, most of the time. Notable achievements. After working at Strawberry Recording Studios, Caroline started her own artist management company called Caramac, where she represented Inestella and World of Twist. Both bands later went on to sign major record and publishing deals. After that, she started up a small record label called Big Round Records in Manchester, where she signed to Milltown Brothers, who later signed to A&M Records. In 1997, Caroline joined BMG Music Publishing, now known as Universal Music Publishing, as an A&R consultant and moved up as head of A&R, where she is currently. Caroline Elleray's earliest well-known signing was Coldplay to Parlophone Records in 1999, where they agreed to a 5-album contract with the label. She also worked with Keane early in their career and got them signed to Island Records. She also signed Rex Orange County even before he released any music and signed Mumford & Sons, Feist, Massive Attack, Marie White, and James N. Commons as well. Caroline was also closely involved with the signings of the XX, Dua Lipa, Bastille, Disclosure, Sigala, and Ray Morris as the leader of Universal Music Publishing's A&R team. In 2005, Richard Hughes of Keane presented Caroline the Accolade Award of Woman of the Year as publisher and friend of the band since they've started. The women who were awarded that night were recognized for contributing greatly to the success and stability of artists that attended. She was also awarded the A&R Award at the Music Week Awards the same year. In November 2017, Caroline Elleray was the second ever recipient of the Sir George Martin Award at the A&R Awards, which recognizes an A&R executive with a track record of fostering meaningful artist and songwriter relationships and who has garnered widespread respect amongst the creative community. Her path to success. There wasn't very many women in the industry when Caroline was making her way through it because it was tough for women to get taken seriously. I wasn't able to find mistakes that Caroline has made along the way, but she mentioned in a podcast that she's had disappointments where she's believed in artists, but she wasn't able to get them signed. She's known as one of the most friendly and well-liked A&Rs in the music business. It makes sense though, because she said people won't want you to be successful if you aren't very nice, so she made it a point to be nice, and she was able to succeed with what she set out to do in the industry. She also learned that if there's music that moves you, trust your gut and share it with people. She's a firm believer of trusting yourself, pursuing what you're passionate about, and taking initiative because no one else will be able to do what you can do. She believes that if you're meant to work in the industry, you'll find the right people who are meant to be there to help you. And if you follow your heart, you can find your way. Thank you so much for your time, and I hope you enjoyed my research conducted on Caroline Elleray.